Hi everyone. During the pandemic, people don't want to touch cash or credit card machine. And vendors also want to adopt a contactless payment system. So fortunately, no matter where we are, there's always a pioneer to help us solve those problems. So we are very glad to invite Blockchain Venture Capital Board Director Justin Poy and Marketing Director Lucy Bao to discussing their mobile payment application BVC Pay in Canada with us. So also we have another guest, our company chairman, Mel Cohen. The reason why he jumped up because he has so many questions want to ask, our BVC Pay. So first of all, Justin, can you tell us when and why did you guys launch the BVC Pay system?
Well, BVC Pay is essentially the front end app for our primary product, which is CADT, that is CADT, Canadian Dollar Token. And CADT is Canada's first stablecoin. And what a stablecoin is essentially a digital coin. So a lot of people are familiar with Bitcoin and Ethereum and Ripple. It's essentially a digital coin, but pegged to the Canadian dollar. So our company, Blockchain Venture Capital Inc., is partnered with a Schedule I Canadian bank that has a custodial agreement with us to hold $1 Canadian for every one of our digital coins. That is something that no other digital currency company in Canada and very few around the world have ever been able to achieve.
So, well, I'm curious about who the potential users of the BVC Pay system would be, and where would they be able to use it?
So actually, anyone can use BVC Pay. We're super excited about the opportunity to deploy CADT to an array of industries and users, including like B2B and B2Cs. Canadians can actually easily make cash payments, especially during this pandemic, without leaving their homes. So they can realize many benefits of using a digital currency that is consistent with the Canadian financial market and accounting system. So users are able to actually make day-to-day payments and purchases, such as like going to a store and buying a coffee, to larger transactions such as paying for education or even real estate transactions.
So, well, how could someone like me actually use? Okay, how do I do it?
Well, first of all, you got to download the app. So depending on if you have Apple or Android, you go to the App Store, download the app, and then this app functions as a digital asset wallet, and it supports the ability to exchange. It also supports the exchange ability, so from CADT to other dollar-backed digital currencies. As I mentioned before, users can use CADT for everyday purchases, shopping for clothes, and now you can also use cash online. So you can use CADT for e-commerce. Like you can even use it because before, like how do you spend cash for online purchases? Most of the people, they just use credit card or PayPal, but now you can actually spend your cash for online purchases.
So, but I need to use the app to do that. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to have.
So Mel, now if you go to the portal online through your laptop or your computer, you can actually track all your transactions in there as well. From a B2B standpoint, Lucy mentioned developers. So in real estate, one of the pain points for most developers is the speed at which large chunks of currency move to their various suppliers and trades. It's always speed. If you go through the traditional banking system, you know yourself how long wires could take from transmission to confirmation. Moving large chunks like that through CADT is not only a lot less expensive, but it would be a lot faster because the verification on the other end would be instantaneous.
Are there any risks that I might encounter if I'm using BVC Pay?
Yeah, we're actually backed up by Concentra Trust. With their custodial expertise, CADT is actually, we're a constant value, safe, stable, and traceable digital payment option. So, and also with like a decentralized asset transaction and payment application, we are 100% asset backed. But for like individual users, we really don't really have any risks except the fact that just don't give your private key or your trading password away to anyone else, just like you wouldn't do it for your own bank account right now.
Okay.
And all transactions are traceable.
So there's no risk of somebody hacking into my BVC account and
no. So when it comes to that, there's a couple of things. First of all, it is basically like a digital form of cash. So the same risk, like if you paid cash for something and the vendor took off, it's sort of the same type of thing. Like PayPal, for example, as you know, if you have a PayPal account, you would see that they have a number of guarantees, insurance products. They have all sorts of warranties for sellers and things like that, and buyers. But that's the reason why their percentages are so high. With BVC Pay, it's essentially it's like using cash, right? So that's basically what it is. Also, for anybody who was interested to see the security aspect, if they were technologically minded, they could actually inspect the technological security aspect of our blockchain. The other aspect is that you could actually set up as many BVC accounts as you want, so that you could limit the liability of each account. The beauty is with a large bank, if a bank or a trust company ever got hacked, I mean, they're insured by CDIC, but essentially everybody's money is there. With decentralized banking, you could set up as many small accounts as you want, so you limit your liability to the amount that you put into your account.
Wow, but where are these accounts stored though? Is there not any there's no central storage?
Well, I'm not a technical person. I don't know, Lucy, if you could answer this, but essentially, it's stored in your specific piece of the end of the blockchain. So basically, it's going from your account to another account, and the blockchain is the railway that's moving the currency. Now, where is the actual code for your account stored? I don't know if you can answer that, Lucy, but we might have to get somebody like Richard to answer the actual technical question of that.
That's true, but is like on the back end, like everything that we have, it's on the same level as any bank, and no one, like not anyone from our company or the tech side, like the back end, like no one can touch your account that you have like in your app. We can't touch your money. No one can. Only you can.
Okay.
That's exciting, right? We have some new things going on, in the payment metal, right? But BVC Pay is also very generous, to sponsor a lot of charity event, such as, we have just, past weekend, we done the 9-hour singing marathon, right? Well, the event was really success. So I want to ask, Justin or maybe Lucy, what message do you guys speak to the general public through such an unprecedented charity event in North America?
Well, I mean, essentially, Richard has been involved in the Chinese community for many years. In fact, I met him probably 16, 17 years ago. And we've always felt very strongly about supporting our community. BVC is a Canadian company, and we're very proud to be a Canadian company. You can see the maple leaf is in our logo. But at the same time, we are very proud to be Chinese and Chinese Canadian. And Yihong is a great institution. It's one of the first truly well-organized not-for-profit charities in the Chinese community here in Canada. I got involved with them in the early 90s. I think that, what we want to show is that if you are a Chinese Canadian especially, I think it's very important that when you succeed in this country, that you should also give back to the community. And Yihong not only is a Canadian institution, but it is where a lot of immigrants from China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, they have gone to spend their retirement years. And I think it's very important for us to support charities like that.
I see. But you know what? You had another message being passed out, which is Mr. Mel Cohen is very interesting. It's the using funny of the BVC Pay system that people could able to donate the money and the charity receiver organization could receive all the full amount of money with very simple and easy way.
Well, you know, these days, charities are having a tough time, as you know. A lot of them are having a tough time. They can't hold events anymore, like physical events. And that was really, for a lot of them, that was the cornerstone of their fundraising. They would have big annual galas and things like that. And now, they've all, many of them become partners of Xinflix, and they've been holding virtual events, and they've been broadcasting them on television and through the radio. And so how do you make the donation? And everybody knows that contactless payments are the best way, and the most practical way has been in the past that people would open their wallet and pick out a credit card. And we all know that those credit cards have huge fees. And, as a board member of Sick Kids Foundation, I know that, we love all donations, but we know that we have to pay very large fees when we receive donations by credit card. So I think that using BVC Pay is a wonderful way to make sure that as much of your donation as possible goes to the charity that you intended it to go to.
Yes, it is. That been proved that it was success. Yeah.
BVC coin being used in the EHang telethon, our 9-hour show. I'm really, really happy that we were able to bring these two great organizations together, EHang with their years of tradition, community, helping the community, and BVC with a new way to make contributions to charities that don't cost them nearly as much as traditional credit cards.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Thank you, Justin, and thank you, Lucy. And let me try next time, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Patrick.